Yo, life sometimes throws such sudden trouble that there's only one escape route left. Your sister's door. I was sitting in the taxi, getting restless, telling the driver again and again, "Brother, speed it up a little, we're almost there." And finally, the car stopped. I got out and ran straight to sister's door, banging on it like crazy. When sister opened the door, she was totally shocked. "Wait, you? Hold on, at least let me catch my breath." I hugged her and said, "Sister, just seeing you puts life back into me." She asked how I suddenly showed up, and I explained, early this morning, I got the news that my room rent had been hiked, and I needed to pay 500 pages within a day, or I'd have to vacate. Sister said, "Oh my God, so that's why you came running here." And right around that time, a new shop had just opened in the village, Sister's very own ice cream stall. She was shouting loudly, "Come, come, fresh, tasty, and healthy ice cream, hurry up!" The villagers kept coming one after another, tasting, praising, and handing over pages. But after a while, Sister reached the fridge and was stunned. "Wait, what? Where did all my ice cream go? I had a huge pile here just a moment ago." And right there in the corner, I was caught red-handed eating ice cream. Sister said, You stole all this?" I replied with my mouth full, "Wow, sister, this is seriously tasty." She said, "If you ate it by stealing, then you'll have to pay for it." And I said sheepishly, "Sorry, sister, I don't have any pages, but hey, I do have a little bit of seaweed." Sister face-palmed. After that came a funny school story. The teacher wrote a problem on the board and asked, "Tell me, what is 2 plus 2? I said with full confidence, 5. The teacher was shocked and asked, "Are you sure?" I hesitated and said, "Wait, is it not?" And the teacher gave up and said, "All right, go sit down, dear." The school bell rang, the day ended, but the real trouble was still ahead. Because that very evening, a ship appeared near the village shore. The pirate captain looked through his telescope and laughed loudly. "Oh, wow, look at that! The whole village is filled with pages down there. Today's going to be a blast. Move forward with full force. We're going to loot that village." And then disaster struck the village. Chaos erupted everywhere. Flames started rising. The villagers screamed, "Run! Run! The pirates are here! Our village is under attack!" I said in shock, "What's happening, sister? The village is on fire. Those are pirates. Let's go help quickly." Sister said, "Yeah, let's go together." And we both jumped into the fight. The battle was fierce. The pirate captain threatened, "Is this the best fight you've got? Ha 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 ha! I'm going to grab your sister right now." Sister shouted, "Leave my sister alone, I'm not afraid of you." I said, "Sister, you run, I'll handle this." But after the struggle, fate had something else in store. The pirates grabbed sister and took her away. I panicked. "No, this can't happen. The pirates took sister away. What do I do now? I can't take them on alone." Then I went to a captain who sold ships and asked, "Captain, sir, can we buy this ship?" He named his price, and I was shocked. 1,000 pages? That expensive, it's way out of our reach. Just then, a voice came from afar. There was a hammer challenge happening in the village where winning would reward you with pages. I immediately said, "I want to participate too. Sign me up." But there was a catch in the challenge. Most people were losing. All I got was a rotten potato. And then I realized I didn't even have the pages to enter. Just then, a little village girl helped me and paid my entry fee. I thanked her and decided I had to win this challenge no matter what. And finally, by showing extraordinary strength, I won it. Everyone was stunned. With the prize money, I finally made my dream of buying the ship come true. Boarding the ship, I muttered to myself, "Sister, just hold on a little longer, we're coming to rescue you." Reaching the pirate's ship, an intense battle broke out. The pirate captain was shocked. "What? Who's attacking us from outside?" I challenged him. "Now it's your turn. Let sister go." And finally, sister was freed. She breathed a sigh of relief and said, Seeing you truly brings life back to me. I was so worried about you." I smiled and said, "I'm safe and sound, sister. Now let's get out of here." After that, one day we both sisters decided to take our own airplanes and fly. Sister taunted me, "Oh, Mackie, you're always copying me. Where are you going with that piece of junk plane?" I shot back, "Piece of junk? My plane is absolutely perfect." Sister said, "All right then, let's see who's the real king of the skies." And I decided, "Fine, sister, today I'm not backing down." The sky was beautiful, but the flight wasn't easy. Suddenly, two strangers snuck into my plane, but I quickly kicked them out. Then I heard a strange noise from a room, checked inside, and found spiderwebs, which I cleaned up. A little later, my family screamed, "Help, help, zombies have invaded the plane!" I said firmly, "Don't panic, I'm coming. No one can hurt my family." I grabbed a weapon and took down all the zombies. I patched up the injured family members with the medical kit and also helped the villagers. But trouble didn't end there. Two giant serpent-like creatures suddenly approached the planes, and one of them targeted Mackie's engine. Soon I realized Mackie was in deep trouble. Fire-breathing creatures were outside, but still, I thought, no matter what, Mackie is my family. I can't leave her in danger. I took down all those fire-breathing creatures one by one, then put out the fire on the plane and stopped the spreading lava. Then a storm came, lightning crackling. My own plane was sturdy, so it stayed safe, but Mackie's plane wasn't that strong. Lightning struck it directly, she collapsed unconscious, and her plane caught fire. I thought even though we're competitors today, she's also my best friend. I can't leave her like this. I rushed over to help her, put out the fire, stopped the lava from spreading, and gave her the medical kit to bring her back to consciousness. Mackie said as she woke up, "You saved me? Thank you so much. Without you, I'd be in big trouble today." I smiled and said, "Go, get some rest. Today's been a long day." But the story didn't end there. In the distance, a strange old man appeared riding some kind of mount, calling out something. I suspected something wasn't right, and sure enough, he summoned an entire army of zombies. Good thing I had a fire-shooting gun because zombies are most afraid of fire. I didn't let any of them get inside, taking them all out one by one. Then I also found a creeper, which I handled very carefully, otherwise the whole plane would have blown up. After hours of fighting, everything finally calmed down, and we sat with the family to eat and rest. Now, the weirdest and funniest part, guys. One day, the villagers locked me up in a strong iron house and threatened me. "Listen, you'll never get out of here in this lifetime." And even worse, the house had only one exit, a red door that absolutely wouldn't open under any condition. They also said that behind that door lay their biggest secret. I decided, no matter what, I'm going to break that door down and expose your secret to the world. But the door wouldn't break, the blocks wouldn't break. The whole house was fortified. And worst of all, they put my dog in a dangerous spinning trap that was directly connected to spikes. A villager laughed and said, don't cry, have this lollipop. Your dog is only a guest for 30 minutes. After that, he'll fall right into the spikes." I resolved that I must get out of here somehow to save my dog. First, I tried digging through the ground, but only found stone underneath. Then I made a wooden shovel and dug, but there I found black tough stone that only breaks with a diamond shovel, and I didn't have any diamonds. Just then, I met a villager who had a diamond. I asked, "Bro, I need a diamond to make a shovel. Can you give it to me?" He said, "All right, but in exchange I need 3 gold blocks." I searched the furnace, gathered gold, completed the deal, made the shovel, and started digging. But underneath was a trap already laid out. Right there, I also found the villager's secret box, which had an embarrassing photo inside, along with a shape-changing device. I thought, if I take the form of a villager, no one would suspect me. But to change form, I first had to defeat a villager, so I used a trick to trap and defeat one, then disguised myself as a villager. Now disguised as a villager, I went to an uncle and asked, "Uncle, do you know the door password?" But he said, "No matter how you look, I know you're not trustworthy. I'm not telling you anything." I thought, Maybe I need to do something that makes all the villagers praise me, then someone might reveal the secret. Just then, I saw a zombie attacking a villager, so I thought I'd impress everyone by defeating it. But after defeating it, I found out that zombie was actually that villager's friend, and it backfired. Every trick was failing, and the clock was ticking. The time left for my dog was running out fast. Then I thought, if I become small, I could enter through the crack in the door. For that, I needed a shrinking potion, which was only available at the witch's house. I asked Steel for help. Please help me. I need a shrinking potion. Steel agreed. The witch turned out to be very strange. She said, "Don't talk to me, everyone stay away from me. I'm very ugly, so I don't show myself to anyone." I said, "Hey, you don't look that bad at all." So she set a condition. "If you give me something that makes me pretty, then you'll get the potion." I gave her my makeup kit, and in return I got the potion.